Welcome, everybody. Odds Brothers podcast, episode 41, and I am pissed off. Why? Cowboys had a 17-point lead, blew it in overtime. Dak and the defense, the two Ds, showing their arses once again. And now I'm staring at the very real possibility I'm going to have to learn, and sing that Eagles fight song. Can't even say it. 6 days from now, I may have to sing that crap on this podcast. Hopefully not. One thing that hasn't changed that I really do like is our opening. So, Mark, if you would, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Welcome to the Odds Brothers Podcast. Follow the Odds Brothers Podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google, and YouTube. Now, here are the hosts of the show, Moneyline Mark.
I'm not a smart man.
And Point Spread Shane.
Looks like I picked the wrong week to quit sniffing glue.
That looks better.
Oh,
But
Lordy.
not really.
You like that?
I do. It's Odds Brothers, everybody.
Welcome to the...
Yeah, we're gonna kick it all the way over again. Shoot.
Oh, good Lord. It's been a weird weekend, to say the least. NFL, biggest ever comeback happened on Saturday in the history of the NFL. Indianapolis Colts and Minnesota Vikings. Dallas blows another lead to a team that they shouldn't have blown a lead to once again. Houston almost takes out Kansas City. New England Patriots, of all teams, with the brilliant coach Belichick, decides they do a really stupid three-tiered lateral backward move when they had overtime in the bag and allowed the Raiders to turn it into a touchdown and no overtime for you. And you try to have us pick these games. Remember, those are free.
Didn't you pick the Raiders?
I did, but when you're looking at it, I'm thinking, oh, good Lord, we're going to overtime. And to be honest with you, the Raiders had to scramble to get to overtime, so I was just excited to have a chance to go to overtime. And then you're watching that last play. I don't know what they're lateraling for. They just go out of bounds, get tackled, and they go to OT. Instead, they start lateraling backwards toward their own goal line. It gets intercepted.
A little backyard high school football.
Oh, man, you'd probably get your ass kicked if you did it in the backyard. That's how bad that play was. And these are professionally paid athletes that decided to do that.
You wouldn't if you were in Nebraska. You'd be all right.
Yeah, that probably was part of the playbook under the Scott Frost era. Who knows about Matt Rule? But anyway, welcome everybody. Odds Brothers, episode 41. We're coming to you live from the Southland Casino and Hotel in beautiful but cold, scenic West Memphis.
Not that cold.
Wait till Friday, boys.
Yes.
I mean, it's literally for down here, just to give everybody an idea, because I know there's a few up north that watch this podcast. Friday morning, 6 degrees, wind chill of 10 to 15 below, high of only 16. And the further north you go, obviously, it's below zero. But for down here, the average high this time of year is 48, and the average low is 30. So that's a good deals below here.
They're already starting to clear off the shelves at the stores.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it's Armageddon.
I knew I should have went Sunday.
I know, me too.
But in any case, we'll still have a podcast for you.
Yes. Never too cold for these two Iowa boys.
No. Plus, last time I checked, I do not remember the internet ever freezing at any temperature so far that we witnessed.
Let's not jinx it. This is Southland. Let's not jinx it.
Let's not jinx that crap. You're right. Pick 6. That was interesting. We had 5 of us picking this time on last Friday, and we'll have the results of that as well. And then, of course, we're about ready to go through all of our bowl game predictions so far. Mark's got a ticker that he's going to show on how we're doing all bowl season long.
Yes.
We're going to have a few more that we do before we get out of here today. And then some NBA action to wrap things up on today's show. So, like and subscribe if you would. We'd appreciate it a lot. I think we're up to the 20s now, Mark. Word has it.
Really?
30. If we get to 30 or more, we get like a fanny
Pizza?
pack.
Oh.
A pizza. I'll take the pizza. I'll take a pizza, Paul.
You take the fanny pack. I'll take the pizza. I don't need it, but
I'll eat the pizza. And
Yeah.
I know you'll wear the fanny pack.
no.
How about an Odds Brothers fanny pack?
You'll be wearing the Eagles fanny pack soon.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But I'll be honest with you.
Okay.
I actually feel pretty decent about it because they are up for this game. Like, Philadelphia at this point pretty much locked up the division. I don't know. I know they want to beat. I know they want to beat Dallas, but they're 3 games up with 3 left, so they would literally have to lose every single game from here on out, and Dallas win every single game from here out, And then Dallas would theoretically beat the Eagles for the number 1 seed and the division title. Hang on a second.
Not going to be able to do it.
But I think they might be able to do it on Saturday because for some reason for the last 2 weeks when Houston and Jacksonville on their schedule, it seemed like they were thinking a lot about the Eagles, talking a lot about the Eagles, and not a lot about the teams they were up and playing against. So,
well, that's a good dream.
Anyway, it is Dak, and it's all of a sudden this defense that was so great for 8 weeks has just been a sieve for some reason ever since. So I think I know the reason why, and I'll give it to you when we get to the games.
Woo!
But before we get to it,
all right.
If you have not yet, and I don't know why in 41 episodes you still haven't done it, but if you're new to the podcast, this might come from or be for you. Arkansas, Tennessee.
Right.
You'd like to do some mobile betting, Mark?
That's right. For all you first-time gamblers out there.
Yeah. What do you got for them?
I've got some of Nick's money to give away. Nick likes to give away his money.
He does.
And we've got 250 reasons why per state. Notice how you like that?
Yeah.
One in Arkansas. So if you're a first-time bettor on one of the mobile apps, either in Arkansas or Tennessee, bet up to $10, or no, not up to, at least $10.
There you go.
Up to $250, with the odds being minus 250 or greater. And that bet's a loser. We'll make you feel better by giving you some of Nick's money. We'll give that money back to you in a free bet up to $250. And you can turn around and make that free bet into something more profitable.
More profitable.
More profitable. You can do that in both states.
Yes, and we always talk about it. If you live kind of right on the border of Tennessee and Arkansas, you can get across the bridge of your choice.
Right.
Sit in somebody's parking lot, sign up, make a bet, hop back over. They are 2 separate accounts right now, 2 separate jurisdictions, but somewhere down the line, I hear it's getting to a point where they might merge.
Yep, a shared wallet.
All right, this guy would probably know the dates when they come.
Hopefully by football season.
Of next year. That's all right.
Yeah, at least it's coming.
It is coming. A lot of other things coming through the app, too, getting redefined, right? So same-game parlays.
Same-game parlays should be here by Super Bowl.
Awesome.
So let's hope, cross our fingers. Can't wait for that.
And for everybody that did the 1.5 interceptions on Dak and went over, congratulations. We owe you some money.
But it was at 2. We've set it right at 2.
You see, yeah, we set it right at 2.
Because he loves being right at 2. Uh-oh, look out. We got some stuff to talk about here.
We do. Let's get to our bowl recap since we had a show last. Of course, this was in the middle. This was at halftime when we officially picked this, so we had a little bit of advanced knowledge, and I still screwed it up. Hometown Lenders Bahamas Bowl. Miami of Ohio ends on a 6-7 note for the season. They lost to UAB 20-24. UAB finishes 7-6 on the year. UAB was 12.5-point favorites. I think they were leading by, 8?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, at halftime, so I thought they could cover the other 4.5. Not going to be able to do it.
No, but look at that head there.
There is a Marquette over on Miami, Ohio. Yeah. And the over-under just went under by that hook, 44 to a 44.5 total. So congratulations, UAB, on winning this Hometown Lenders Bahamas Bowl.
Yeah, we can actually read it this time.
We can. Very nice job, by the way.
That's good, huh?
I'm almost ready to give you your diploma for graphics.
Well, let's see how far I get for another screw-up.
See what this one comes in. Duluth Trading. Yeah. Duluth Trading Cure Bowl. You got it. Cure Bowl.
Yeah.
Number 12. 12.
Wow. Let's speak that language today. I'm with it.
Number 25, UT San Antonio. Went against some guy named Troy and lost 18-12. Yep, marks the heads on that one, too.
Yeah.
He took Troy. I took UT San Antonio because I actually thought they would be excited to be there. They may have been excited, but they sure didn't win the game. Troy was only a 1.5 favorite, so this was a close game. But 55.5 was the over-under, so it came nowhere close to that. Decidedly under.
Crazy for 2 lower-ranked teams.
Yeah, 24 and 25, not to boot, and then who they are.
Yeah.
Normally in there you see some mid-tier Pac-12, Big 10, Big 12 teams that are 24 and 25, so... Yeah. Troy ends with a 12-win season. Congratulations to the T's.
2 for 2 so far. You see that?
I see that.
All right, you ready?
I'm going to have a feeling. Let me see. Oh! No faces here on the Wasabi Fenway Bowl.
Wasabi!
Cincinnati and Louisville got things rolling, and really it was not much of a game. Louisville won 24-7 here. Louisville, it was expected to be a close game, only a 1.5 favorite there. So they cover for anybody that took them, but to be honest, I thought Cincinnati evidently was not excited to be here.
No, I don't know what happened with Cincinnati, but yeah, they decided that maybe they had too much wasabi.
Yeah, we're done. 39.5. So once again, if you watch the trend, this is another bowl game that went
under.
Under.
I think I had all the unders.
Yeah, me too.
All right, good.
All right. SRS Distribution Las Vegas Bowl. Did you fit all that in there, too? Look at that. And spelled correctly. Cool.
Shock.
Florida. Now, both heads are on this one. I thought this was such
This was an easy game.
uneven game. Oregon State throttled them 30-7. Oregon State covers the 10.5, obviously. Once again, 52.5. Florida did not participate, so another game that went
under. We were trying to figure out how Florida even got in this one, but whatever.
Must have been they went down like every team. You want to play? Nope. You want to play? Nope. Florida? I guess.
Well, they really didn't play either. They didn't want to score a
didn't.
touchdown, so.
They were out on the strip late last the night before the game. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Jimmy Kimmel.
Yes.
L.A. Bowl presented by Stifle.
Yes.
I'm
all
hoping, or
on there.
Stifle, one of the two.
Whatever.
Washington State and Fresno State. There's a Marquette over there on the Fresno State side. I thought Washington State was at least going to be more competitive. Fresno was a 3.5-point favorite here. They easily covered 29-6.
Uh-oh.
And once again,
Under.
51.5 goes under.
Yeah, you notice that Washington didn't want to score a touchdown either. Just thought I'd point that out to you.
Yeah. I mean, that was surprising that they couldn't put up more than 6. I didn't know who Fresno State really was. I know they have a football team, but to get in a game like that, I didn't think they could manhandle a Pac-12 team.
So next year, let's have a Odds Brothers Bowl presented by Bentley.
There you go. And
we'll invite the teams.
We'll invite the teams, and they can play in the infield of the old racetrack.
Sure.
Yeah. Or...
Wait a minute, was that the last one?
No. Oh, no, sir. We have a couple more. One being the Lending Tree Bowl.
Hold on, something's wrong then. I got some graphics wrong.
Oh, my goodness.
Because that's not it.
That's not it.
That's not it.
Definitely not it. Did you miss these games?
I shouldn't have. I loaded them up. Dang on.
All right.
You keep talking. I'll figure out where they went, Paul.
The Lending Tree Bowl was next. So if you find that one, Rice, white, brown, Spanish, and otherwise, face Southern Mississippi.
Oh, I see.
Somehow Rice got in with a losing record, 5-7. Was trying to figure that out. I still haven't figured out a reason for this, but Southern Mississippi beats them 38-24. Southern Mississippi was 6.5-point favorites in this game, so they do cover. And the first over of the bowl season occurred when the 45.5 was almost hit by Southern Mississippi all by themselves. This was Wasabi.
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know why it's going to that. Oh, yes, I do. Hang on,
Paul. Yeah, yeah.
We did this one?
I like that one. Yep.
We did this one?
And we were on Lending Tree. Did you? There it is, Paul.
Yay!
Yeah, I didn't really want to go forward because I wanted to see both my, or at least my head over on that side. You picked that one, too. So there you go. There's your Lending Tree Bowl. New Mexico Bowl. Is that coming up, Paul?
It should be.
It is.
I'm going to add another twofer.
SMU and BYU. This was a good game, obviously. 24-23. SMU was just over a field goal favorite at 3.5. Another under, though. They were expecting 64.5 points at least in this game, and it came in about 20 points short of that.
I want to go back one. Was that an under as well on this game?
That was the first over.
First over, okay.
Yep.
All right, I missed it.
And so BYU has both of our heads on that side. Ends the season at 8-5. I know they were projected to be a lot better than that, though. And the last bowl game on the slate that we did that finished anyway was the Frisco Bowl. North Texas and Boise State here. We both took North Texas, and luckily with the points because Boise State was 10.5-point favorites here. This was the second game to go over 35-32, and the 67 points beat that 59.5. So
yeah.
You did very well. What'd you miss?
One game.
Just one game out of the bowl season. So that's really good. And then we picked the Monday game, which actually is going on right now. Let me get you a late update on this one because we already picked it. So the Marshall Thundering Herd with 4 minutes left to go in the first quarter is up 7-0. The Marshall spread was 10.5. Over-under was 40.5. And I know we both took Marshall in this game. So
yeah, definitely got some work to do here.
So that was the update we'll give you on Friday on how that bowl game finished out and whether you'll see at least two or no heads on that one.
Yeah, and I got to move some stuff around here.
All right. While you're doing that, keep in mind we do broadcast and record this every Monday and Friday right around lunchtime. Here lately we've been doing a little earlier to get around some things that are going on in the hotel casino. They're getting ready for New Year's Eve around here, so anyway, come on by. When you see the lights on, that means we're recording or about to. Say hi. And I think we have maybe one spot left, depending on what OC does for the regular season in the Joes versus Pros football pick six anyway.
Yeah.
I got Tevin from the Kennels ready to roll with us, and OC says he wants a rematch, which I'm trying to think it'll be this Friday.
Yeah, we were right here, Myrtle Beach, right? We both picked Marshall.
We both picked Marshall. They're giving up 10.5. They're up 7-0. And Connecticut's got the ball on Marshall's side of the field with 4 minutes to go in the first.
All right.
So we'll see what happens. You got the rest of them that we're going to pick first?
I hope so.
Games?
We'll see what order they're in.
All right. Famous Idaho Potato Bowl. That's supposed to be, that's tomorrow, which would be Tuesday. Eastern Michigan at San Jose State.
Time to make some more picks.
8-4 and 7-4. Yeah, San Jose State is 3.5-point favorites here, and the over-under is 53.5. Mark, like mashed scallop, what kind of potatoes you like?
I'm going to go with Eastern Michigan. Michigan did me well on the picks. I don't know about Eastern Michigan, but
yeah, they're in the same state.
I'm going to take them, and I'm going to go under. I don't think, as you've seen most of the bowl games,
tend to be under.
I don't see these two lightening up, but, whatever.
Yeah, San Jose State, given that 3.5, I like that hook there, so I'm going to take Eastern Michigan as well. I actually think this game will go over based on what I've seen teams score on them. Their defenses are allowing 22 and 27 points historically together, so that's right about where the number is. So I'm just taking a stab that it's offensively driven
these
today.
guys aren't ranked, so whatever.
That's right. 2:30 game tomorrow if you're interested. Of course, you can make those bets online. Maybe take advantage of Nick's $250 offer. Slap a few bones on Eastern Michigan.
I really thought you were messing with me here on this bowl.
I didn't. Matter of fact, I had to look at it twice. Our roofclaim.com Boca Raton Bowl with Liberty at Toledo. Liberty 8-4 on the year. Toledo 8-5. Toledo is 4.5-point favorites here with an over-under of 53.5. Once again, Mark, I guess throw a dart here.
I really thought you were messing with me because I was waiting for the water boy to come out.
The water boy. What was the team? South Central Louisiana something?
I don't know. I'm like, what? Is he messing with me? I had to go look this up. Nope, you were right. It's a Boca Raton Bowl.
It is. Roofclaim.com.
Yeah.
Now, if you have a damaged roof, you can claim online at roofclaim.com.
How come Jimmy Kimmel didn't want to sponsor this one?
He knew better.
I'm going to go with Toledo.
Are you?
They're the favorite. I don't know what that means with these two, so I could just take the favorite.
All right, I'll take Liberty just to have some skin. One head will be on this screen on Friday. Stay tuned to see which one that is.
And
4.5.
53.5, and I'm going to go under as this well. So
yeah, I'm going to go under. That's the one I do like the under on. Liberty, I think, should be excited to be in a bowl game. That's the only reason I'm going there.
You
Toledo,
like them
I'm
because you keep singing their phrases
Liberty,
throughout
Liberty.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's their fight song.
Should be.
If it is, Limu, and Doug are about to get a cease and desist order.
That'd be sweet.
Yeah. We go to Wednesday now. Here's one that has been around a while. The R&L Carriers New Orleans Bowl between Western Kentucky and South Alabama. South Alabama finishing up the regular season at 10-2. They're 4.5-point favorites here. And a 55.5 over-under mark. The Western Kentucky, I think they're the Hilltoppers.
All right.
And South Alabama.
I'm going to go South Alabama. I think they're going to dominate this game.
Yeah,
that's right. Take them. Take Kentucky.
No.
You put a meme up earlier, so right up your alley here.
I did. You see your buddy came from the dead and actually responded to it.
He did, yeah. You don't have to worry. He's not watching the show.
Yeah,
he can't figure out how to work YouTube.
I'm going to take South Alabama as well. I think they're motivated. They are good. I mean, for that level of football, they are good.
I'm still going under. 55. I'm going under. Take the over.
30. No,
Let's
not going to be able to do it.
No.
I think this is barely under. I think this is like 52, 53 points, somewhere in there.
I'm
going under.
He'll end up being like 14 to
under, Paul.
10.
Yeah, 14-10. I guess I still get the under either way. Thursday's bowl is the Lockheed Martin Armed Forces Bowl. So Baylor 6-6 at Air Force 9-3. Kind of appropriate. I think they have to use an armed services team in this bowl game, but Air Force made it. Baylor's 4.5-point favorites here. The over-under is 47.5. Marcellus.
Has the Air Force won these games in the past? I'm not familiar with the Air Force Bowl, so Armed Forces Bowl. I'm sorry.
Let's see.
I'm going to take Air Force, but I'm just kind of curious if they ever have in the past or not. I know I'm kind of putting you on the spot, but you would think for the Armed Forces Bowl that, I wonder if these other teams just kind of lay over and let them win it since it's their bowl.
Yeah, let's see here. History. Armed Forces Bowl results. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's pull these up, Paul.
All right. Pull them up.
It was previously known as the Fort Worth Bowl in 2003 to 2005. How about that?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, so here's the most recent scores here. Army was versus Missouri last year, and they won 24-22.
Army? Okay.
Mississippi State versus Tulsa, so not necessarily anything. 28-26 in 2020. 2019, Tulane versus Southern Miss was 30-13. So let's see. Out of the armed forces,
It's not always Army.
Army. Air Force was last in it in 2015, and they lost to California 55-36.
Ooh. All right. Well, that tells me
And
something.
before that, 2009, they faced Houston and won 47-20.
Oh, all those people are gone.
And really, they were in it for 3 straight years back in the late 2007, 8, 9, 10 range there. They went 1-2 during that span.
Well, you didn't change my thoughts there. I'm still going to go Armed Forces.
You're still going to go Air Force?
Yeah. What did I say? Armed Forces?
Yeah, you're still going to go Armed Forces.
Yeah.
I know what you meant.
Okay, good. Somebody did.
I think they're going to keep this game close. I like the 4.5. I think Baylor somehow gets out of there with a field goal win, but
All right.
I'm going to go ahead and take Air Force in the points.
Oh, what was that?
And I like the over.
Over? I'll go under.
All right.
All right.
There you have it.
Whew, that was a lot.
Those are your bowls, and we have a few more on Friday's show to get to because they do play a couple of bowls going into the Christmas weekend.
Okay. That's Friday's show.
That's Friday's show. All right. You got the National Football League next?
I don't know.
Let's see. And magically, yeah, you do.
That's not the right one.
That's not the right one to start with, but it might have been the one you put in first. So we can go to that if you got it.
All right, we'll go to this one, see where it takes us.
I would say it was the best game of the day, but you had to have waited and seen what happened with the Minnesota game. But Miami Dolphins ended up losing 29-32 to the Buffalo Bills. The Buffalo Bills were 6.5-point favorites. We all took Buffalo, or most of us did, other than Richie, who was a Miami fan.
Yeah.
And, so there's no heads on that one. Also, the over of 43.5, which I went under because there was supposed to be a blizzard. I was told there was going to be a foot of snow during the game and winds off the lake at 20, 30 miles an hour, and it did not start snowing until 11 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Otherwise, I would have picked Miami.
I don't know what I would have picked for that, to be honest, because I thought the weather was going to be Buffalo's better at running the ball than Miami.
Yeah. Buffalo
But the under I picked was certainly based on the weather.
Yeah.
That didn't materialize. But anyway, Buffalo ends up moving to 11-3. Miami's still looking okay for a playoff run here, but they better start winning a game or two quick. Some teams behind them are charging up, namely folks like Jacksonville.
Yeah, ready for this? Let's see where it takes us.
All right. And, yes,
All right,
there
good
you
enough.
go. The Colts. This was the first game of the day. Indianapolis was up 33-0 at one point, or 30-0, and then it was 33-7, and then they lose 39-36. This was a game that set the NFL record for the largest comeback in NFL history. Congratulations, Colts. Guess what? The biggest Super Bowl comeback in history had the same quarterback as this one against them, Matt Ryan.
Wow.
So he has his name unbelievably marked in 2 of the biggest comeback attempts and actually successful comeback attempts in NFL history. One in the Super Bowl, one in the regular season, or all time, really. Matt Ryan, congratulations. Minnesota, once again, you got lucky.
I think Dallas needs to sign him. Too soon?
Too soon.
All right.
All right,
What's this
so
one?
was there any heads there on that last
Nope,
one?
none.
Because
No.
why? We took Minnesota and they didn't cover, right?
Right. Yep.
All right.
There you go.
And it did go over, by the way. Baltimore Ravens at the Cleveland Browns, kind of a boring game, trudging game, more field goals, only one touchdown, 13-3. Cleveland, there I am.
Yeah.
Division rivalry games, I figured they were going to be close.
You're not going to see much of my head in any
And
of
the
these.
under materialized as well in this game, so not much to say about that other than the Ravens. Now we're going to have a hard time doing anything but being a wild card team at this point because Cincinnati ended up pulling out a good win at Tampa. And the Browns at 6-8 still technically have a chance.
I don't know how, but yeah, they do.
Yeah, a lot of things got to go their way in the last 3 weeks, but in theory, it can happen. And then the last game, that was the last game.
That was the last game.
That's right.
Yep,
We went
now
through
we're
it.
on to Sunday
Now we're
noon.
on to Sunday game, and there's Mark taking those Steelers.
Yeah.
Making his boy happy. 24-16 here. Pittsburgh moving to 6-8. Still possible for them to not have a losing record under Tomlin if they win out here.
Wow. Does that keep his job, or is he still good?
No, he's still good because, boy, they had a rookie quarterback and give him time. I mean, I would love it, Dallas, to be honest. I know there are a lot of Steelers fans that hate Tomlin and want him to go. As a Dallas fan, I would love to have Tomlin as my coach. If I knew the Cowboys would never have a losing record and probably win games that they're not supposed to for a change, I would take it.
You think Cowboys going to have a losing record this year?
Not this year. I'm just saying. They're not quite the fake idea of football like I say the Minnesota Vikings are, and really it was the Giants that
I
were
was
the
going
fake
to say
idea.
the Giants were already
Minnesota's
started.
the one that's 2 years younger than his brother who's old enough to drink, and he gets by because they look similar. And I still believe that, by the way, Vikings fans. For the two that gave me shit via post today, I just had to reply 40-3. Go look up that score a few weeks back. Roll that beautiful bean footage, if you will.
Oh, boy.
Can't talk shit at a Cowboys fan if you got throttled by that same team you're talking shit about in your own building.
Look out.
That's all I'm saying.
All right, one head. That might be the only time you see my head. Yes, you digress.
I digress. Eagles at the Bears. Closer game than anybody probably gave it credit for. 25-20. Eagles end up pulling that out 13-1. They pretty much locked up the NFC 1 seed and the East because they do have the win over the Vikings. So they would basically have to lose all three of their games at the end to get that in jeopardy. 8.5 was the over, or not the over-under. Philadelphia was favored by 8.5, so they did not cover there, thus no heads. And the under occurred, but barely.
Do you think that this Friday is going to be a good show?
It should be fireworks filled.
What about Monday? What about next Monday?
I'll let you know at 7 p.m. on Christmas Eve. I'll let you know how great that show will be.
Woo! Or
if I'm studying the damn Philadelphia Eagles song, fight song.
So when you have to sit here and sing that song.
All right, hang on. Eagles fight. You're going to lose in the second round. Cry, Eagles cry. I will have an alternative version of that song should the Cowboys win.
Is there a dance that goes with it?
It depends.
Do I have to move the camera back so we can watch you fly?
We might have to have technical. Yeah. Yeah, you'll definitely have to move that back. Luckily, people don't have a scratch and sniff screen. That's going to be a ton of crap. All right, move on.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
I won't give the Eagles anymore. Chiefs.
It doesn't get any better.
Chiefs need overtime to beat the Houston Texans. So, I mean, I guess if Dallas had a hard time, I can't feel as bad when the Chiefs even had a hard time beating these guys. Houston, though, keeping that number one draft pick alive at 112-1 here on the season. Chiefs were 13.5-point favorites. I actually took them because I thought they were not the Cowboys and we're going to teach them how real football's played.
Yeah.
And guess what?
Not going to be able to do it.
Sad.
I wonder how many people actually took the Texans in those points because I always said, and I see this is where the big dumb animal in me comes
Richie
out.
did.
I know. This is the big dumb animal. Double point spreads in the NFL, double-digit point spreads rarely come through. And yet, I let Houston, as sucky as they look, go, yeah, go ahead and take your Chiefs. And yeah, I did. And out the door I went.
Oh, yeah. That's exactly what Richie said. Richie said double digits in the NFL. Got to pick the other team.
And I knew it, too. Before he said it, I say it.
Yeah.
And I'm still, I don't care. I'll go ahead and take it there. Chiefs. Yeah, crap. 11-1, 3. At least you lock up the AFC West, Chiefs. Congratulations.
Yes.
Dallas Cowboys had a 17-point lead in the third quarter.
This is astonishing to me that your head's up there. Take a look at it.
I did because I thought this was going to play the route of Houston in a way where Dallas was never going to really be able to pull away, but somehow they'd have that one drive or Jacksonville would throw that one bad interception or fumble, and they did. That's the crazy part about this is in the fourth quarter, Trevor Lawrence was rushing for a first down to get him in the field goal range and fumbled the ball. Dallas got on it, but they went 3 and out and even helped. This is the part. They even helped Jacksonville out because if they just ran it 3 straight times and got clogged up and punted, they would have lost, or they would have made Jacksonville use all their timeouts.
Yep.
Oh, but no. On third down, we're going to get extra cute and just throw it wildly on a one-on-one matchup out of bounds, basically, and let Jacksonville save a timeout, which ended up coming up big when they tied it. Dak throws 2 picks, one in the third quarter to allow Jacksonville a quick score, and then in overtime to run it back and end the game with a pick 6. So the defense, 503 yards allowed. Like 8 out of 12 third down conversions.
Are they still ranked number 1 defense? Can't be.
Can't be. They last 4 or 5 weeks, they've allowed everybody to just run over them. I mean, run. That was their problem. Yep. And they supposedly shored things up. Oh, we got this guy Hankins, and we got this other dude. And what I found out, and I hope they can fix this, is where they're their number 1 defense is when they know you got to pass and you do not do any motion-type gimmick things to make them have to pause on their blitz to you. Jacksonville, if you watch that game, almost every single play had somebody jet sweeping. They had somebody going into a different formation, then coming back pre-snap. Like, they move people all the time before the snap to make the defense have to watch and not go straight full bore, and Jacksonville tore their ass up. Like, all those play motion, play fake kind of things tore them up. So,
well,
one and done? Maybe not, because they're going to, if they at least halfway hold ground here, and they would have to do a total collapse and lose all 3 weeks, which is possible.
It is Dallas.
They are automatically in the playoffs thanks to the Washington Commanders loss yesterday, believe it or not. So they may go, hey, if we don't beat the Eagles here, let's just get everybody healthy and hope that they don't get hurt. So we're gonna greatly reduce and put Cooper Rush in and do things to protect our main guys. Then they could go 0-3. But they should take on the NFC South winner of that crappy division. Tampa Bay, Atlanta, New Orleans, or Carolina.
You think is Tampa making it?
They are right now. They're still leading that division.
Oh, my gosh.
But anyway, Cowboys lose. I did take the Jacksonville Jaguars, not because I thought they'd actually win, but that 4.5, I thought they would stay within it.
Now, you know why I took the Cowboys, right?
It was your lock.
Well, yeah. You know why?
Why?
I jinxed them.
You did. You said that, too.
Yep. And if they lose, I win. Do you want me to play it again?
That's coming from a Cowboys fan, believe it or not, a closet fan guys. I don't know if you all realize this. This is a closet fan over here. Talking mad crap.
I will become a full-fledged Cowboys fan, as goofy as you are, when the team gets sold.
Yeah, that's part of the
problem. And the sun's not going to be any better. So I may not see it in my lifetime. I am old.
Yes. Speaking of the NFC South, the Falcons
and
the Saints.
Whew.
This was my lock because Desmond Ridder made his first official start, and they lost, but they did stay within the 4.5 here. So 5-9, and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are 6-8. So technically, they are 1 game back. All these crappy teams are 1 game back of another crappy team for the NFC South.
Yeah. See, I picked the Falcons here too, but I was trying to get a jinx on that.
You were,
I accidentally
and you
won.
covered. Yeah, you accidentally won. There you go. That's a good way to do it. It did go under the 42.5, which I pretty much thought it would.
Yeah.
Detroit Lions. This was a great game, really, against the Jets. Not a lot of scoring, but late drive, Detroit Lions turn out and win by 3, and it was basically a pick'em game. New York was slightly favored by half here, Mark.
I am shocked you didn't pick the Lions because you've really been on them for a while. So I'm shocked you didn't.
I was. I just thought New York's defense was going to be a different flavor than what they've been playing yesterday. And that Zach Wilson worried me, being a quarterback. And he did throw a pick and some boneheaded throws, and he did his Zach Wilson stuff. It'll be interesting to see if Mike White is actually healthy from his ribs. They got a short week. They're actually the Thursday night game this week, which we'll talk about in a little bit. But New York Jets at 7-7 now. They were looking as a lock to get in the playoffs, and now they're in scramble mode. They're almost in that panic button that I like to play when teams get win or you're out kind of thing. And
they started off horrible this year, so I mean, I see a good season for them next year. And the same with the Lions; they'll be decent.
Yeah, let me tell you, momentum in the Lions, they've got it, and I think they got the Bears, the Packers, and I forget who the intermediate team in between those are.
Dallas.
No, Dallas already played him. Thank God, because if they had to play him right now, Lions probably beat him too.
Keyword was intermediate.
Yeah. Here's the intermediate.
Oof.
No, this is just plain dookie. Arizona and Denver. They both get the 4-10 now with this 24-15 deal. Oddly enough, Brett Rippon, ever since he's been throwing the ball around the yard, they've been scoring points in Denver. I don't know why, but they are. So Denver, both of these teams have been out. But Denver covers a 2.5 easily here, and it went over the 36.5. So congratulations, and continue to drink your own pee or whatever it was.
I woke up and I'm like, they won?
Yeah, they won. Battle of backup quarterbacks. And I think even Arizona went to their third-string QB at some point in that game. All right, so
There
here's
you
the one
go.
that's a bonehead. I know that I had my face over here on the Raiders.
Yes.
I picked the Raiders because they were in desperation mode. They could not afford to lose anymore.
You did it for Barnes.
I did not. He'll even tell you. I do. I use my head when it comes to that team and I play, and I just thought they were going to be desperate. Now, the way they won this game,
brilliant,
mystifies me because you would not expect to see this from a Bill Belichick coach team, and that is, for whatever reason, that triple backward lateral crap on the last play of regulation. Granted, they were tied. This game was easily going to overtime, should have went to overtime, and yet on that last lateral backwards, Chandler Jones, I think his name is, from the Raiders, intercepted it at about the 45-yard line of the Raiders, ended up running right over Mac Jones, who couldn't tackle him, took it in for 6, game over. In regulation.
Did they show the Bill Belichick cam after that?
They probably did. I can imagine what it is. You know what practice is like today?
Yeah.
Because that now puts New England at 7-7, and they are going to have a tough road to go in because they've lost a lot of tiebreakers against teams that would theoretically be vying for that last spot with them. So,
who's their next game?
New England Patriots?
Yeah. Who's they playing next? Because they're in a must-win situation. Well, they have been.
Yeah, let's see what their last 3 games are.
Yeah.
Shall we, with the beautiful bean footage?
Yeah.
All right, their last 3 games of the year are against the Bengals.
They'll lose.
They get that game at home on Christmas Eve. It's a noon kickoff. Then they get the Dolphins at home, and then they're at the Bills, who may not be the Bills because they have everything locked up, and so they might be resting guys.
Yeah,
But
Bill
really,
pays the Bills tough.
three playoff teams, they've got the next 3 games.
They lose at least 2 of those.
They lose at least 2 of those. Well, all
Patriots lose at least 2.
right. Yeah, you might be right. Maybe the first 2
Could be.
that they play. And then from a Jets standpoint, which they beat earlier in the year 10-3, they've already done 2 of their games here. Let's see if they got the tiebreaker. Oh, my goodness. They get the Jaguars this Thursday, which I thought would have been an easy one, but it ain't anymore. At the Seahawks, they should win that if they're anywhere close to the Jets. And then they're at the Dolphins the last game of the year, and that might be a play to get in game between both of them.
That'd be a good game.
Should be. Anyway,
If everybody's healthy.
your Raiders move on. They win.
Congrats,
They're
Raiders.
6-8. They got a long ways to go, but they're still alive. Tennessee Titans. Yeah, they lost. But they lost by less than 3.5.
They covered.
So they covered by that hook. The Chargers move on 8-6. They're looking good to get in the playoffs now. Tennessee now, not only are they not looking so great, but they may lose the division. They're only 1 game ahead of Jacksonville, and Jacksonville just thumped them a couple of weeks ago in Tennessee. Matter of fact, if I remember right, they got 1 more game to play against each other.
That went under. I knew it would go under because I knew Tennessee would eat up that clock.
Yeah, let's just take a look at that beautiful bean footage here because I think they do play 1 more time. Yes, they're at the Titans, or the Titans host Jacksonville for the last game of the regular season.
Wow.
That could be a biggie.
Yeah.
All right, so on to Cincinnati and Tampa Bay. You know, at one time, Tampa Bay had a 17-3 lead here and then went
That's what happens when you're old. You can't keep up for 4 quarters.
34-23. They end up losing. So Tampa Bay covers that 3.5. There's our beautiful faces there on that side, and then it goes over 43.5 as well.
I wonder if Richie and Lucas happen to do the odds, the over-under on Tom Brady screaming on the sidelines.
I didn't see that come through on the Bentley app. Just taking a look at Tampa Bay. They are.
What do you call them? A dumpster fire?
They are. They're at the Cardinals. They're a dumpster fire. They got the Panthers at home, a divisional game. Then they're at Atlanta the last week.
Oh my God! So that's
2
a bunch of
divisional
junk
games.
teams.
2 divisional games, but
And they're leading the division.
they're leading the division. They're leading the division at 6-8.
I hope they feel proud they're going to get in the
New
in the
Orleans and
playoffs.
Atlanta are at 5-9, and Carolina, they're at 4-10. All right, Sunday night game. Giants win at the Commanders. Lots of questionable refereeing in this, even though I'm not a Commanders fan, obviously. I would have to agree with some of those that might think there was pass interference at the end of the game. Probably was. You did have an illegal formation, though, the time before when you thought you had a touchdown, that 2-point conversion attempt that tried to tie the game. But in any case,
Yeah, again, I'm shocked again to see your face on the Giants.
once again, they played to a tie earlier, 2 weeks ago, actually, because they played back-to-back, basically, short of a bye week.
Oh, I didn't
Washington
put the
in the middle of it.
Darn it.
That's right. It was 20-12.
20-12. All right.
So Washington was giving 4.5 here. They just flat out lost the game. It went under 40.5, which I figured it would. But those divisional games, man, tough. Anything over a field goal is desperation sometimes.
Whew.
So there you have it. You do the Monday night first, or we want to go into the pick six?
I don't know. What's this?
All right, Monday night.
Yeah, well, let's keep going, because if I cut out of this, we're going to start all over.
All right, Los Angeles Rams tonight against the Green Bay Packers. Both of them pretty much out of the race, although Green Bay technically has a small window to get in, but they got to win all three and hope Detroit loses all three and a couple other teams to lose three, so it's probably not happening. Green Bay 6.5, and the over-under 39.5. We both have the Packers winning tonight by that margin. And I know we split the over-under. I just can't remember what it is. I think I went over.
I think I win.
You think you All right, you win.
All right, sweet.
And you got Thursday night. There's the Thursday night game. So this is probably a elimination game for one of these teams that they lose. Not technically with the Jets, per se. They could lose this and still get in by winning a couple because they're going to be facing teams that are also trying to get in the playoffs. But Jacksonville at the Jets. Jets currently 1.5. I have no idea who their starter is going to be, but more than likely QB is going to be Zach Wilson again because of the ribs and a short week for the Jets. They just played Sunday, so they're turning around in 4 days here. 39.5 the over-under. What do you think, Mark? That's your initial thoughts.
Well, you convinced me to go with the Jags by telling me that Jets QB is injured and may or may not play. There's too many question marks on the short week to try to prepare what they did wrong yesterday or whatever day they played. Yeah. Saturday, Sunday? Was it yesterday?
Sunday, yeah.
Sunday. So I'm going to go with I'm going to go with Jacksonville. It is going to be a close game, and I think the winner's only by 3. So I'm still within that limit, but I am going to go under.
Yeah, 1.5 points here. I like under as well. Both defenses be okay. Jacksonville, they're just playing hot right now. I like the hot teams. They're playing hot. It's like Detroit. They figure out a way. Trevor Lawrence is playing great football, actually, last 3 weeks. So I'll go ahead and take the Jags on the road here, and I like the under as well.
Oh.
Sorry, we couldn't be more opposite each other, but
what the flippity-flop.
I like what I like, Paul.
All right. Well, we're going to continue this roll. We're going to slide right into the NBA.
You want to go to the NBA?
Yeah, we'll do the pick six at the very end. We'll save the flavors for last.
All right, we'll do this. NBA, all these games are tonight. I think there's 9 of them. Let me get you some.
There's a few.
Let me give you some stats here.
Are you going to tell us who America's picking?
I am.
All right. I like this part.
Utah Jazz at 17-15 take on the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Donovan Mitchell revenge game. Remember, he was the centerpiece for Utah's last 3 or 4 years, and I'm sure he has the taste of revenge ready to roll, especially at home here. Cleveland, 5.5-point favorites here. Some places it's already moved up to 6 and 6.5. America's split on this.
Really?
Cavaliers 51% of the money on the spread, and the over/under right now 88% on the over 220. Mark, 221.5 here.
First, I'm going to go under. Come on, America.
Come on, America.
And I'm going Cleveland. I think Cleveland whoops them.
I think Cleveland whoops them, and it goes under as well.
Really?
I do.
Wow.
I would like to say that it would go over, but I think it's going to be more like a 114 to 100 game or 114 to 90-something game, I think, is where this turns out.
Yeah.
So that's that one. Toronto Raptors are on the road to the 76ers. 13-17 so far this year for Toronto. 76ers are 16-12. For those at home, Philadelphia is 6.5-point favorites. 55% of the money on the spread is on the 76ers. 97% of the money is on the over. In this case.
I love America. America, good job, America, because I'm doing the same thing. I'm going with 76ers, and I'm going over. I think at-home Sixers are going to be tough to beat.
They are, and Toronto is a different team on the road. Like I said, they're more of a home bear, if you will. They're tough to beat at home, but on the road, they're just little kitty cats.
Yeah.
Meow, meow, meow. So give me Philly and the over with you. And America.
America. Come on, America.
Orlando Magic. They pulled off a win yesterday and moved them to 11-20. They're at the Atlanta Hawks.
Who'd they win against?
Can I tell you that in a minute?
Sure, that's fine. You said it.
I did.
I figured you knew.
I just was like, when I was looking for the stuff, I was like, they didn't have a spread out when I was watching last night because I think they were waiting to see if anybody got injured and all that mess yesterday.
Yeah. Well, while you're looking all that up, it ain't going to change who I pick. I'm going to go with Atlanta, and I'm going to go under.
And you're going to go under?
Atlanta with the under. I'm not sure what America picked, but let's hope America's following Moneyline Mark.
Yeah, well, I can tell you, Paul.
All right, tell us.
53% of the money is taking the points in the Magic in America, and 81% say over.
All righty then.
That's a lot. 230 is a lot of jack, though. I am going to take Atlanta, but I'm going to go under here.
All right.
So I'm going to lay the 6.5, but I'm going to go under.
And you say America's taking Orlando?
53% are taking the points in the Orlando Magic. Yes, sir. And just to, is it up yet? I think it's up.
What's up?
Who Orlando won yesterday against?
Oh, you're still
trying to
figure out who they beat.
95-92, they beat the Boston Celtics of all teams on the road. Yes, I knew it was something crazy.
Wow.
Say it again.
Wow. All right, moving on.
San Antonio Spurs.
I don't think they're playing the Hawks.
No, they're playing the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, how about that?
Which aren't quite the same, actually.
No. Are they both 9-20?
No.
Oh.
Well, yes, they are. They both 9. You're right. They're both 9-20. Yes.
All right. Well, we got to fix that.
68% of the money is on the Rockets against the spread here, so they're saying go ahead and take Houston, and 52% of the money is on the over, so they're basically split on this. 226.5.
I wouldn't bet this game.
I wouldn't either, but I guess I'll be a dumb animal. I'll go ahead and take the Spurs with the points.
Man, that's what I was going to do because I'm going to take the points. What do you got? 4.5?
4.5.
All right.
So give me 4.5 in the Spurs, and I'm going to go under.
226. Yeah.
They're not good for a reason, so I figure that's part of the problem.
Well, let's hope this graphic's working right. Let's see.
Dallas Mavericks.
Hey.
Yeah, there it is at the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're both basically 500 squads here. Word is Luka Doncic is supposed to play tonight, so that's big. 3.5-point spread. Favored toward Dallas, 228.5 the over-under. America's split, 51% versus 49 on the Mavericks, but they all say it's going over.
I don't think. I'm going to go under, and I'm going to take the Timberwolves. Just because I know who you're going with.
You know who I'm going with?
Well, you're. I mean,
remember,
just because the Cowboys upset you.
I picked against Dallas last time we had this.
We did.
Now, Timberwolves are playing on a back-to-back. They did beat the Bulls last night, 150-126.
Wow, that's a lot of points.
That is a lot of points there. Dallas did not play last night, so I'm going to take the rested team to some degree. Give me the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
And I'm going to go under here because I think Minnesota might have a bit of tired legs late in the game, and the points will be a little tougher to come by.
Yeah, right.
So Dallas and the under for me. You're taking Minnesota?
Yep.
All right. Well,
and
we
the
got
under.
some going on there. And the under.
Yeah. All right.
All right. 3 more games to go. Milwaukee Bucks at the New Orleans Pelicans.
I've got 4, but okay.
Yeah, 4 games to go. Milwaukee Bucks and the Pelicans. This ought to be the best game on the slate, my opinion, overall. New Orleans is 1.5-point favorites at home. Over under 227.5 mark. You probably want some things here. Bucks, 79% of the money say if you're giving them points, take it. 85% say over.
I'm going with America. I'm going to take the Bucks because you're giving me points. I think they beat them. I think they beat New Orleans, and they're at home. I take the Bucks, and I'm going to go over. I think this is going to be a high-scoring game.
Well, I'm with you on the over, and I'm going to go ahead and take New Orleans and the home team.
Oh, boy.
They're tough to beat at home. I'll give them that.
All right.
Portland Trailblazers are at the Thunder here. Portland 6.5-point favorites. The over-under is at 226.5. That's come down a little bit over the last couple of days. Let's get down because I think they're further down on this thing on what America says. And America says, go further up. Portland Trailblazers. Please hold.
Well, while you're looking at that.
Oh, there it is.
Oh, go ahead.
Thunder, 71% of the money is on them, taking the points. 87% love the over. Lots of overs. America's betting
226. Yeah, I'm going to go over, and I am taking Oklahoma City Thunder. I think Portland wins it, but they don't cover. Not by 6.5.
Not by 6.5, huh?
No.
Something tells me they played last night. I like this stat. It comes true more often than not. No, they didn't. All right, I thought they played last night. I was going to say, back-to-back, even for a home team, is a little tough to do. I'm going to go 6.5. That is tough.
No, take him. Take Portland.
I'll take the home team plus 6.5.
Dang it.
I like the over.
All right.
Los Angeles Lakers and the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix.
Does that say 9.5?
9.5 point home favorites here. 230.5 the over/under.
The Lakers suck.
America, well, and then they've got some problems here because if I remember right, the guy that's always hurt, Anthony Davis, is hurt again. But they say 70% of the money is taking the points in the spread. 71% say under, Mark.
Wow. That is a lot of points, though. I'm going to go, boy, I just don't like the Lakers.
The Lakers won 119-117 at home against the Wizards last night.
I'm going to go Phoenix. And I'm going to go 230.5. I'm going to go under.
Yeah, so Anthony Davis is out. I'm just trying to see here if there was anything else that I should know. Several weeks sidelined, so he's going to be out a while. What a shocker. Playing back-to-back. Go ahead and give me the Suns.
All right.
I think the Suns going to throttle them tonight. Over-under. Give me the under. I think Phoenix will do most of the scoring.
Well, that's
LA's an older team playing back-to-back. I don't see it happening.
All right. Last one.
Charlotte Hornets at Sacramento Kings, 16-12. The Kings are playing some good ball here lately. They are 8.5-point favorites at home with a highest 240.5 over/under, meaning they think both teams are going to score 120 apiece. Let's see if America agrees because they love the overs in this realm. No, they're going under 73% of the money here, and 67 are taking the Charlotte plus the 8.5. Mark.
Okay, they're nuts there. I'm taking the Kings, and I'm taking the under.
Kings, you got it. Kings and under. Exactly what I got. Kings and under. We're going against America here. By taking the Kings, and we're with you. See, we split the difference. We can get along.
No.
We may not agree.
Yeah, that's right.
Remember, all these picks are
free.
Free.
Set them free.
All right. So now all we got left is to get our pick six results.
What are we doing now here? Let's see. Pick six times. Who do you want to start with?
Let's go from the bottom up.
Who's me?
Yes.
I had to think. Who did the best?
America, if you have any kids watching the podcast, now's the time to turn them away. Go get them a little sippy cup or a little pudding pop or something. Are you ready?
Why? I didn't get the goose egg. So
you didn't get the goose egg,
goodness.
but oh my God, could you smell it? And you almost stepped in it.
Hang on. I do it to everybody else. I might also do it to myself. Let me get it ready for you. Do you see it? No, not there. Let me get it down here where it belongs.
Get it down where it belongs. Thank you, sir. The Dookie emoji. He makes an appearance. 1 point. He took the Bills minus 6.5. Cowboys. Oh. And that was your lock.
It was. 2 weeks in a row I made it my lock.
2 weeks in a row?
So I win.
New York Jets. They just had to win.
Yeah.
New England, triple lateral ending the game for you.
Yeah.
Cincinnati Bengals. And Minnesota Vikings. Even that miraculous comeback wasn't 4.5 points.
No. Gosh, that's sick.
That's sick.
Absolutely sickening.
Oof.
1 point.
All right, I think who's next? It's either Ezel or Lucas, I would imagine. They might both have the same points. I can't remember.
I don't know. We'll just go with Ezel.
All right, go with Ezel because I know he's waiting for his 25.
He is, and his T-shirt still because he hasn't made it upstairs yet. But
yeah, I asked him about that earlier. So he had the Kansas City Chiefs 13 and that. We tried to warn him. Wait a minute, I picked that too. Shit.
Yeah, that's right.
Jacksonville plus 4.5. Lions plus 0.5, and his lock. He actually locked the Detroit Lions and got rewarded.
Yeah.
Oh, New England. Washington.
The Commodes.
And Tampa Bay.
He's got to let go of Brady.
So his one lock for 2 points plus Jacksonville equals 3 points. Ezel, you won a $25 food kit or credit on behalf of Mark. And, of course, your Odds Brothers T-shirt, but no 50 for you, sir.
No, he was all talking that trash. He was going to beat both of us.
Yes. All
Good
right.
job. All right, so now we're on to Lucas. Let's see. I don't know which one Lucas is here. Nope, I don't know which one it's going to be.
All right.
Let's see which one this one is.
Lucas, yeah. He had 3 points as well. He had the Vikings. Lucked out on those Raiders. The Eagles did not cover 8.5. They did win.
He didn't do no flying.
Titans got the cover by the hook. Lions
He's
and
a
of
Bills.
course, he bet with his heart.
Yes.
And not with his head. The Bills did not cover the 6.5 as his lock. So that's a 1, a 2, and a 3 points total for Lucas. That means he earns $25 food credit to Mock.
Yeah. Well, I'll make sure I get it to him.
Yeah.
All right. Here comes the big boy.
The big boys.
Richie.
Now, Richie did very well, obviously. You see the 6. So he took Miami plus 8.5.
What'd he do?
Or 6.5. He said, bring on the snow. Bring on more cold. And in the fourth quarter, it happened. Cost his team the game, though. I just want to let him know. He did not win with the Miami. He won the bet, but he did not win the war.
For all the NFL picks, he went 8 of 14.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah.
Like the Dookie emoji. Bears, he got the points. Texans, he says, anytime there's double digits in the NFL, you take the points, and he was correct.
Yeah.
Jacksonville, Tampa.
Oh, yeah.
And that hook in the Tennessee nailed his lock. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he makes
6
a name
points
for himself on the all-time leaderboard in the pick 6 against the pros.
That's crazy.
Here on the Odds Brothers. That is crazy. Richie, you win $50 in food comp. Someday you'll get it.
Nice. Let's take a look at that.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Updated leaderboard.
Updated. Oh, it is updated.
Oh, yeah.
Point spread Shane still leading the way at 55.5.
That's right.
I didn't. You didn't show my pick 5 or pick 6 picks, but I did get 4. We'll do that in a minute.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. You had that up.
Well, yeah, you should.
Not the Dookie.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Dookie I had 4. Good. I finished second. I can't get Dookie. Moneyline Mark's got 40.
Still in second.
He had 39 last week. Just to let you know. High Risers 35. Get above the average Joes now, primarily thanks to Richie.
Yes. And don't tell him the math. Just I'm still in second.
You're still in second. That's right.
All right. Let's get to you.
All right. Here's mine, just to be fair.
He had 4 points.
All right. Giants last night. That was good. They won outright. Didn't need the points, but I still took them anyway. I did take Jacksonville, not because I thought they would win, but I thought it would be a field goal game on the Dallas side, but I still get a point there. Saints, they won the game, but only by 3. I was giving up 4.5, and that was my lock. Triple lateral, I'll take it for the Raiders. They win.
That's crazy.
And I was a big, dumb animal. Knowing better about that double-digit point spread, but I still took me some Chiefs. Thank you. Thanks, Chief Kingdom.
I'm so happy to see this next one.
And the Cincinnati Bengals did win, thank God, because otherwise there would have been a lot of ties at least. You had to beat both of us to get to 50, but there would have been a lot worse on the podcast today. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's right. You won.
I won on the Bengals. So there's 4 points for Shaney Boy.
Nice. All right, so you ready to see this?
Let's see some stats. This is an
you want
updated,
stats?
newer one. Well, whatever you want to throw.
All right, let's do this one.
The leaderboard. Oh, my goodness, he did get it. So here's our all-time 6-pointers on the team. Nobody has been perfect.
No.
Whether it be me, whether it be Mark, whether it be Ezel, OC, anybody. But Kyle and Richie from the High Risers are the 6-point hits, and GMOC, 6, which hopefully we have the rematch against him this upcoming Friday. And then our IM and Mark, we got a couple of 5s along with Preston, Nick from the High Risers, and Daniel Foster from the Average Joes. So a couple of Joes, a lot of 5s, a few 6s, no 7s. And we have no donuts, do we?
No.
Did anybody
I'm trying hard.
Well, didn't Daniel or somebody get 1 point?
1 point, yeah. I'm down there
Derek,
with him.
Somebody.
Yeah.
All right.
Somebody did.
You got the all-time lows, or did you even bother?
I don't know. Okay. I don't want to show my stats on that. Let's do this one.
All right, here's some overall stats. And notice that we put the bowl games that we picked correctly since we're in bowl game season in there.
That's
right. Pick 6 games, 55.5. I'm on the leaderboard there. Mark's with 40.
Out of 84
our
total
locks
points.
of the week, 18 for me. How many weeks have we been doing that?
25.
18 out of 25. Okay,
that gets you 72%.
That's Mark's. Well, yeah, there you go. I guess I could have did that. Mark finally drops below the 50% threshold. You got some work to do.
I do.
The NFL overall winning games percentage, is that what that is?
Yeah, that's
all the picks?
Yeah, we'll say it's 50-50.
Yep. Is that still? That's not accurate, are you?
No, it's not accurate.
I haven't updated that one. Bowl games, so far
That's
out
accurate.
of 8 bowl games, Mark's hit 7 out of 8. I've got 4 out of 8. And the top pick 6 wins in a week. The most we've ever did was those 5s. Food vouchers out. You can increase Mark by $50 there.
So no, I already did. It's in there.
Are you sure? You were only 25 more than me before that?
Oh no, you're right. I didn't put in the high risers. They don't count.
Oh, they don't count.
No, I do need to put them in there.
All right. So 225? 50? 25 each?
I don't like you doing all this math.
Okay.
Move that off.
You add 25 to me. I know that. And for Richie, and then there's 25 for you for 3 people.
Yes.
So there we have it.
Yes.
There's your pick 6 games. It's been fun. We still got 3 weeks left to go, and that we'll do we'll do a combination of NBA and college basketball when the football season ends, and we need games. So pick 6 will continue, folks. We don't know if we'll have average Joes every week, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's been tough to get them in, but they don't want to play against the big boys.
That's right.
They're afraid.
You can sit at the little kids table.
I just forgot we were going to have one, so the studying must have slipped my mind. I'm trying to come up with excuses.
It's working.
It's not working out, is it?
Oh, yeah, I'm listening to him. I just don't
buy it?
Believe him.
You don't believe what I'm shoveling?
I do not.
Oh.
All right, like and subscribe, everybody, if you love the podcast, or at least mildly are interested in it. It'll help us out. Every Monday and Friday we drop these things. So let you know we will have one on the 23rd for your Christmas Eve and Christmas Day pleasure. A lot of NFL games are on Saturday this week. There are 3 or 4, I believe, on Sunday.
3 on Sunday,
on
yep.
Christmas Day itself.
Yep.
5 NBA games on Sunday, so we will have some selections for all those and a few bowl games as well. Pick 6 should have OC on the show. We'll
Friday.
have a high riser. Nick is returning for his 3rd attempt at this.
Is he?
I think it's his 3rd shot on this show because we had him pick late when he wasn't on camera, and he ended up nailing like 6 out of the blue with no time to prepare.
We will have to give an update on how we did on these NBA picks as well, because maybe I can throw some NBA stats on that stat sheet there. So
yeah, and
Not
take
that
that one
I'm-
about NFL 50-50 off if we don't know what that is.
yeah, that's where it's going. You're right about that.
And we did not have any college top 25 men's basketball tonight action, actually. We got some games tomorrow, but not tonight, so I left them off the sheet.
All right.
All right, anything else before we go, my man?
I don't think so. I think
If you're playing the NFL Monday night game tonight, remember we have a 30% profit boost on Monday night action.
Yep.
It's a single team or a single event type of deal.
Yep.
Maximum bet of $50, if I believe is correct,
Yep,
and
that's
like
right.
minus 250 or something on the odds.
For the
is
odds.
maximum odds.
Yep,
So
yep.
you can get all those details through the app.
that's right. Good job.
Thank you.
You ready to get the hell out of here?
Let's get it out. Peace out, folks.
Thank you for listening to the Odds Brothers Podcast.
Are you not entertained? Are you not entertained? Is this not why you are here?
Presented by the Bentley Sportsbook. Place your sports bets here from inside Southland Casino or from anywhere in Arkansas at southland.bentley.com.
Yeah, man, I'll tell you what, that dang old internet, man, you just go on there and point and click, 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 click. It's real easy, man.
Be sure to follow the Odds Brothers Podcast on Apple, Spotify, Amazon, Google, and YouTube. Keep in mind, in Arkansas, you must be 21 or older and located in Arkansas to bet. Please play responsibly. For help quitting, call 1-800-522-4700.